If you're not afraid of setting up your own environment, Jupyter Lab is your local alternative to Google Colab. The main advantage is that you have complete control over your own environment, full access to your own GPUs, and the ability to access large local dataset easily. The main disadvantage is that even though Jupyter runs as a web service, you cannot work on same notebooks with your teammates at the same time. Even if you open your network access, changes will be overwritten by each other. So, Jupyter in its current form is not designed for collaborative work, but it is still one of the most used tools for data science. I'm using a Linux operating system, but the steps should be similar for both Windows and Mac OS. So let's get started. First, you will need a manageable Python environment. I always recommend students use Conda to manage their own Python environments, since it is easy to create separate environments for different projects. Miniconda is a minimum installer for Conda, and I think it is always nice to start working on Python with a light environment. Here you can find the version that works for your own operating system. For me, I choose to download the Linux installer and save it. Then I will open my terminal. I hope you are not afraid of using terminals. After all, being a data scientist, that's something you won't be able to avoid in the future. Here, I run the Miniconda installer, hit enter, and accept the terms. Then select the default path for the installation. Once it is unpacked, you can type yes, allowing the installer to initialize Miniconda automatically every time you open a new terminal. That's it. You can now start a new terminal. The label base indicates that we are at the base environment of Conda. One trick I would like to highlight for everyone is to install the Mamba package. It is a drop-in replacement for Conda command written in C. It solves dependencies almost instantly and installs packages much faster than the default Conda command. So now I'm running my own slow command here, Conda install Mamba. Now it is done. We will go ahead and create an environment for this course. Once the environment is created, we can activate it with Conda activate and the name of your new environment. The tag indicates we are now in the new Python environment. First, let's install our Jupyter Lab library. Remember to use Mamba, not Conda. Otherwise, you will have to wait for a long time. Once installed, you can type Jupyter space lab to launch a Jupyter web service. It opens the browser automatically. After that, you can create new notebooks to work on your own project, all of your existing Python notebooks. Let's go back to the terminal, hit Ctrl+C and stop the Jupyter Web service. Remember to save the notebook before doing this. You can also run a legacy notebook interface by running the command Jupyter space notebook. Similarly, with this interface, you can work with existing notebooks or create new notebooks.